Well, all new at 11, grocery stores in Savannah got a special visit from one of America's most iconic vehicles today. The Oscar Mayer hot dogger stopped at local Kroger's to spread the word of the hot dog. The pair driving the Wienermobile gave tours of the inside. They also gave out goodies to anyone who stopped by. We spoke to the drivers, Sauerkraut Cat and Jumbo Dog Jacob, about their visit.
The Wienermobile started in 1936 in Chicago as a way to spread smiles during a tougher time in the Great Depression. And I mean, it still does that every day. It's a giant 27-foot long hot dog, and its whole mission is to take life less seriously, which it does a very good job of.
People love seeing the Wienermobile, and we love bringing the Wienermobile to them, sparking some smiles and just bringing happiness wherever we go.
The hot dogger will be at Kroger's in Rincon and Richmond Hill on Wednesday, starting at 10 in the morning. Alderwoman Keisha Gibson Carter celebrated her 50th birthday today by hosting a community-wide fitness day. As our Kyra Naveau reports, Carter says it's all a part of her plan to keep Savannah healthy.
On a sunny Savannah Sunday, many choose to lay out in the sun, but Alderwoman Keisha Gibson Carter is kicking off turning 50 by getting active and encouraging Savannah community members to do the same.
We want a fit Savannah, a healthy Savannah, an active Savannah. We're always looking for win-win opportunities within the city of Savannah and across our community.
The at-large Alderwoman's Fitness event provided the public with over 80 minutes of rotating workout sessions from personal trainers from around Chatham County. The trainers that volunteered are pushing for healthier lifestyles.
Savannah really needs to up their game as far as fitness is concerned. And now that we have a lot of gyms in the area and it looks like we have more healthy options for eating, we need to get the word out and do this on a more timely fashion.
Alderwoman Carter is encouraging that it is never too late to start working out and to remember to go at your own pace.
Anyone can get fit and start right now today. You do not have to have a major bank account. You can get fit in your homes. You can get fit in the beautiful parks that we have here in Savannah. We have multiple community centers around the city with free gyms, and so we want individuals to tap into those resources within their own communities.
In Savannah, Kyra Naveau, WJCL 22 News.
All right, we want to get to our meteorologist, Victoria Coquinos. Once again, Victoria, it was a great day to get outside and exercise, and that nice weather, it's going to stick around for a bit.
Thankfully it is. We have another stretch of spring-like weather heading into the next week. It's feeling more like May out the door, especially with the pollen count. Right now we are seeing clear over Savannah. It is a little bit hazy out there. Temperature sitting at 68 degrees. Nice clear skies for the space launch. That's at 1:45 in the overnight hours. 68 degrees again for the moment. Nice and mild as we go into your Monday morning, heading out the door early for work. You definitely do not need the umbrella. Probably don't need an extra layer. We're starting off in the 60s for all of us. Hampton and Pooler tomorrow at 61 degrees. Vidalia at 60 and Darien at 62. We're warming back up towards the 80s tomorrow afternoon. It'll feel great for February. Towards the end of February. Going into March, Hardeeville tomorrow at 81 degrees, Beaufort a little bit cooler at 79, Savannah at 83, inland area Statesboro, you're at 80, and then Jessup will be at 83. We do have mostly sunny skies for tomorrow once again, another beautiful afternoon. It might seem a little bit hazy out there with the pollen count being high as we go through Monday, pretty much the majority of the week once again. And then we start to see rain chances creep in, but not until we go towards the end of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 0% chance for some rain. Friday should say 40%. And that's because our next rainmaker will arrive. So it looks like the timing is mainly through the afternoon on Friday, heading into Friday evening before it does clear out. Now, the intensity of this and the storms that we could see, we're still fine-tuning the details, but we are already in a slight risk as we go towards a Friday afternoon. So we are expecting some breezy conditions and 1 or 2 strong to severe storms. Again, as we get closer to Friday, we'll be able to give you better details, but expect rain chances to increase as we go towards Friday, and then colder air rushes in as we head towards the weekend. So here's a look at your 10-day forecast. Mild start to the day, then we're back in the 80s through the afternoon. That's pretty much the story for the entire week. We'll see more cloud coverage as we head towards Tuesday, and then we do have that impact weather day as we head towards Friday. Once that cold front does arrive, we have a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Some of these could be on the strong to severe side. Wind does look like the main concern with this. It will clear the area. It looks like by Friday night, back in the 80s, and then look at the temperatures by next weekend, riding back towards average in the 60s. Brooke, Preston.
Victoria, thank you. Sports reporter Preston Harvey is joining me now on the desk. And Preston, Savannah State basketball receiving some major honors for their play this season.
That's right, Britt. Players on both the men's and women's teams taking on some hardware. I'll show you who, plus the season finale for South Carolina. Hear from the seniors after the final home game of their career. That and more next in sports. Welcome into sports. I'm Preston Harvey. Big news out of Atlanta. Hawks naming Quinn Snyder the team's next head coach Sunday afternoon. This move comes less than a week after Hawks fired Nate McMillan. The team agreeing to a 5-year deal with Snyder, who has proven success. Snyder, who previously coached with the Utah Jazz, advanced past the first round of the playoffs 3 times before resigning this spring. According to reports, Atlanta's all-star guard Trae Young and Coach Snyder have both expressed enthusiasm about working together. The Hawks have not yet released the details of Snyder's contract. Staying on the hardwood, number 1 ranked South Carolina at home Sunday for senior night, taking on the Georgia Bulldogs. The undefeated Gamecocks look to claim the SEC regular season title in the season finale. Seniors Aaliyah Boston and Zia Cook to play their final home game for South Carolina. The duo getting things going early. Miss jumper, Boston gets the offensive rebound and muscles her defender for the bucket. Cook says, "It's my turn." Gets the pass in transition. The textbook 2-dribble pull-up is money off glass. Late fourth quarter, Cook goes through traffic. Ball comes loose. She puts up the shot. Boston is right there to clean it up down low. South Carolina gets the win over Georgia 73-63 to finish the regular season undefeated.
I knew it was coming, though. I couldn't stop it. I literally cried when we were walking into the tunnel, and I tried to wipe it, and the coach was like, "It's too early for the tears," and I was like, "I'm trying."
So she had me beat, clearly.
Dude, I did. I cried like 3 times. Oh, I know. I just can't help it.
Us came together, all the freshies, and we kind of just let our thoughts out to each other. Then we finished it with a freshies on 3. I think that was like a very, very special moment. Just knowing that.
With the regular season finished and the conference tournament beginning, the SIAC awarded all-conference honors. Both Savannah State men's and women's basketball teams bringing home some hardware. Guard Alik Bowles earned an all-conference first-team honors. In his senior season, he led the Tigers in nearly every statistical category: scoring, rebounding, field goals, three-point field goals, steals, and minutes. The Savannah native is averaging 16 points and 4 rebounds per game this season. Bowles had a career-high 40 points in early December against Flagler College. Head coach Horace Broadnax being named Conference Coach of the Year. Broadnax led his Tigers to a second-place finish in the SIAC East Division this season after losing 3 of his top scorers from last year's conference championship team. In Coach Broadnax's 18th year at Savannah State, the Tigers finished 13-8 in conference play. 2 Lady Tigers earning all-conference honors as well. Nyla Allen named to the SIAC first team. The junior guard led the team with 14 points per game and nearly 4 assists. Get this, Allen was the second best free throw shooter in the conference at 82% on a team that leads the NCAA Division II in free throws per game. Forward Amari Hurd being named to the second team. The senior averaged 13 points per game and second on the team in rebounds with 7 a game. Due to both the men's and women's team earning a double bye in the first round, the conference tournament Lady Tigers open play Thursday at noon, while the men open play at 5 on Thursday. Their opponent is to be determined. And that's a look at sports. Keep it here.
You're watching WJCL 22 News.
Thank you for joining us for WJCL 22 News at 11:30. I'm Brooke Butler. We want to get straight to a check of your forecast with our meteorologist Victoria Kokinos, because Victoria, it's really feeling mild out tonight, unseasonably warm across our area.
It definitely is, and that's pretty much the story as we go through the night, rest of the week. Just like last week, temperatures in the 80s. We're in the 60s across the area right now. Statesboro at 60 degrees, Savannah still at 68, lower 60s as we travel towards Metter and Reidsville. We were in the 80s all last week. We hit 80 degrees this afternoon. Once again, mostly sunny skies. And as we go towards tomorrow, we're going back towards the 80s. By 10 a.m., we're at 72 degrees, staying in those low 80s as we head through the afternoon, well above average for this time of the year. Once again, keeping those mostly sunny skies. If you can take the lunch outside tomorrow, I definitely suggest it. Now, as we go through the evening, we'll start to cool off a little bit. Still warm though. 7 p.m., we'll start to see a few clouds build in, but still at 70 degrees and a nice evening in store. And that's pretty much the story for tonight too. We are staying mostly clear over downtown Savannah right now. You probably noticed the haze in the air earlier today. That's because of the pollen, but we are clearing out now. We're at 68 degrees for the moment, and then as we go through the next few days, temperatures do start to warm up, and we're sticking towards the 80s till our next cold front comes through. Warmest day of the week on Thursday, and then we have the timing of the cold front, and I have more details on that in a few minutes. Brooke.
The drug all around is absolutely terrifying.
Right now, a new drug is sweeping across major cities in the U.S. Some people are calling it the zombie drug. As Mike Owen reports, some states, including South Carolina, are trying to control use of the drug before it becomes an epidemic.
So it's known as the zombie drug. It's also known as Tranq. It is a veterinary tranquilizer. So if it's being cut with other drugs, it's also a drug potentiator. So it increases the high of any other drug that it might be cut with.
Users cut xylazine or Tranq with opioids like fentanyl to increase their high. But overdoses are more common when addicts use both drugs together. And because Tranq is not an opioid, Narcan doesn't work on it.
The drug all around is absolutely terrifying. It also destroys the tissue at the injection site. So not only is it terrifying concept as the way it works and things like that, but visually as well, it can be terrifying.
The drug gives users a zombie-like appearance because it causes excessive drowsiness and rots their skin, sometimes all the way to the bone. While Myrtle Beach has not seen any cases of Tranq overdoses yet, Smith says they're preparing.
We're going to send out an advisory to first responders just to know what to look for, especially with that visual component of the possibility of ulcers and things like that around injection sites. That'll give them the tools and the information that they need.
Captain Jonathan Evans with Myrtle Beach Fire says they're working with the opioid coordinator and will adjust to whatever drugs come their way.
We try to stay prepared for any kind of situation, but obviously there's things that will come about that we'll have to adapt and overcome with, and as things change, just like with the fentanyl and everything else, we'll have to adapt our procedures and make sure we're keeping ourselves safe while also protecting our public.
The Murdaugh double murder trial resumes tomorrow. Disbarred attorney Alec Murdaugh has pleaded not guilty to murdering his wife Maggie and son Paul. The defense says it has 4 more witnesses to call to the stand. Their most recent witness was Alec Murdaugh himself. For 2 straight days, he insisted his innocence to the jury. But during his testimony, Murdaugh did admit to lying to investigators about where he was the night of the murders. He previously told them he had been at their house napping at the time when he was really down at the kennels with Maggie and Paul minutes before they were shot and killed.
You never told them all this new story that you've constructed in light of this trial, is that correct?
I did not tell them that I went to the kennel. I lied about that.
And at the same time, you also looked at this jury and tried to tell them that you had been cooperative in this investigation.
Other than lying to them about going to the kennel, I was cooperative in every aspect of this investigation.
Very cooperative, except for maybe the most important fact of all, that you were at the murder scene with the victims just minutes before they died.
Closing arguments are expected to take place on Wednesday. Today marks 5 years since the mysterious death of the Murdaugh family's housekeeper, Gloria Satterfield. Satterfield died back in 2018 after what investigators say was a trip and fall at the Murdaugh's Moselle property. Maggie Murdaugh called 911 the day of the incident, claiming Satterfield had tripped walking up the stairs. Last June, authorities announced Satterfield's body would be exhumed because an autopsy was not performed at the time of her death. No update has been provided on when that autopsy will take place. The charges against a man who was beat by Camden County deputies have all been dropped by the district attorney. But as our Andy Cole reports, his case is far from over. We do want to warn you, the story you're about to see has some images that may be disturbing.
This is a moment Jared Hobbs will never forget. Back in September, Hobbs was in solitary confinement in the Camden County Detention Center. Originally booked for speeding and possession of a controlled substance, Hobbs's attorneys say deputies claim he was kicking his cell door. That's when corrections officers moved in.
As you can see from the video, they rushed in and they beat the hell out of him. He was naked under his gown that he was wearing. It was thrown outside of the, pulled outside the jail cell, and they continued to assault him.
The entire incident happened in about 2 minutes, but left Hobbs with 9 assault, battery, and obstruction of justice charges. Facing additional charges and probation violations, federal prosecutors started asking questions.
At that time, they asked for the videos to show that Mr. Hobbs assaulted these officers. Well, the video they received told a different story.
In November, the district attorney asked the Georgia Bureau of Investigations to take over the case. 1 week later, the GBI arrested officers Braxton Massey, Mason Garrick, and Ryan Beagle. Each were charged with 1 count of battery and 1 count of violating the oath of office.
Andy, the craziest thing, the irony about this whole thing, if they would have not charged Mr. Hobbs with aggravated battery and obstruction and assaulting officers, then the United States Attorney Office would have never answered that video.
Now, 3 months later, the DA has dropped all charges against Hobbs, including the original speeding and drug charges, and Hobbs's attorneys have reached a settlement with the Camden County Sheriff's Office.
It's enough money to help him out moving forward, his family, to get on some good footing. And make no mistake about it, Andy, this case is not over by a long shot.
WJCL 22 News reached out to the Camden County Sheriff's Office, the Glenn County District Attorney, and the GBI for more information. Only the GBI responded, referring us to their original statement from November. Hobbs remains in federal custody for his probation violations, but his attorneys are confident that with the charges now dropped, he'll be a free man again soon.
What does his future look like?
I hope that this is a new lease on life for him. It could have been a whole lot worse. One of those punches could have killed him.
I'm Andy Cole, WJCL 22 News.
Still to come, a look at what's happening in our area this week, plus an update from our Jeff Rawson.
Hi, I'm Jeff Rawson. Coming up on Rawson Reports, we're about to talk about your kids and money. It's like an impossible thing to teach them. So you don't want them spoiled. You want them to teach them how to budget. Well, guess what? There are apps that I use for my own kids that really bring the budget to life. This one even uses real money. I'm going to bring you into the fold and show you everything coming up.
This week, meet and learn from Southeast Georgia leaders and show off your trivia knowledge. Here's a look at the community calendar powered by Savannah Master Calendar. Monday and Tuesday, the Southeast Georgia Leadership Forum is bringing together nearly 400 leaders. They represent nonprofits, civic groups, government, businesses, universities, and more. It's happening at the Trustees Garden in downtown Savannah. There's a full schedule of guest speakers and learning sessions. Tickets are available online. Tuesday night, test your Disney knowledge with a trivia night at B&D Burgers on Congress Street. It's happening from 7:30 to 10:30 p.m. with a prize giveaways, drink specials going on all night. No reservations will be taken. And stay tuned each week for more events from the Savannah Master Calendar, or you can always visit our website, WJCL.com, for more information.
Victoria, thank you. Well, new studies show by the time kids turn 3, they start to understand the value, and by age 7, they start to develop a relationship with money. Our chief national consumer correspondent Jeff Rawson has you covered with easy, fun ways to teach your kids the value of a dollar.
Hi, yeah, I have 3 kids myself, so we're in the same spot. We're all trying to teach them the value of money, and we don't want them spoiled. Let me make our jobs easier. There are apps and tools that you can use that make it easier and kind of fun for them, and I'm showing you the ones I actually use with my own kids. We talk about it every day in my house to teach them how to save. Let's start with this highly rated app. It's called the Chores and Allowance Bot. So here's what you do. You can actually track chores, and you can track the allowances that go in and what he spends. And let me show you. Come on in here. A lot of pictures, which is fun. So I come over here to chores. See where it says chores? I come in here, and Blake's job, and you can see every day, his job is to take the dog for a walk, right? He has to do that every day. Once he's done, he can click done, and it automatically goes in. And we both can track his money too with this button right here. You hit ledger, and this is what he does. Deposit. He made 20 bucks, but he had a deduction, 5 bucks, because he broke his screen, by the way. So the deductions and the deposits are in there, and he can track how much money he's making. Very easy for kids to use and for you to monitor it. Okay, but with this next one, you can turn it all into a game with actual real prize money. That's where this free app comes in. It's called Zogo. There are finance lessons, and they're pretty fun. With each right answer, you earn points, and your child can cash the points in for $5 gift cards to any of these places like Nike and Starbucks. But this next app takes it all to the next level. It's called Greenlight, and the basic plan costs about $5 a month. You can connect a debit card, Apple Pay, or Google Pay because it uses real money. I use this one for both my kids, Blake, who just turned 11, and Sloan, who's 13. So look at this. All of her allowance goes right onto a card that I control how much is on it. So right now, she has $19.56 inside of here. And look at this. I can actually see her history of where she's actually spending that money. And I get alerts every time she spends money. Why do you like this?
I get an allowance every week, and I know how much I have for that week. So
it teaches you how to budget. You have to make that money last.
It teaches you that you should save every week. Like, you know how much money you get. And
don't go over that.
Don't go over that, or you don't get money.
You get in trouble. And she's also learning how to save with the app's Roundup feature.
For example, when I go to Starbucks, I spend $3.50, but they'll just round up to $4, and the 50 cents will get saved, so you don't even have to worry about it.
You don't have to think about saving money; it's doing it for you.
Yeah, it's doing it for you.
It's saving
it just
50
rounds
cents.
up,
and it adds up.
Yeah.
And by the way, she's a Rawson, right? Look at her looking in the camera.
I'm a Rawson. I know my stuff.
And for Blake, I use it to teach him about the stock market. Yeah, the real stock market. On the Greenlight app, look at all of these companies that you can invest in. You know, all the ones that you and I can invest in. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon. It goes on and on and on. A lot of companies that you can do. So I gave Blake $100 as a birthday gift, and I said, this is for you to invest in companies. And every day now, we talk about his investments. Show them what companies have you invested in?
I invested in Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, and Netflix.
Okay, so you can see it right here. And look at this. Today he has $115. It's been a long time, and he's made 15 bucks, and it's gone up and down. And it's teaching him. He looks every single day after school. And you said you had a good day today, right?
Yeah.
How much did you make?
$3.
That's a pretty good day. What do you always ask me, by the way?
If I can cash out.
He always says, can I cash out and spend this on games? And I say, no, this is a long-term investment, right? Because if you wait, you would have cashed out a while ago and you wouldn't have 15 bucks, right?
Yeah.
I'll post those apps and a couple more we found on my website, RossumReports.com. Back to you.
Some great tips there. All right, we want to get another check of your forecast now with meteorologist Victoria Kokinos. Victoria, it's really feeling more like spring, almost summer instead of late February.
Luckily without the humidity though from summer. So we do have the spring-like weather heading into the next week. Again, it's felt great the last few days if you do like the mild weather. Right now we're at 68 degrees in Savannah, 60 in Macon, all across the southeast. We're on that mild side. We are cooling off a little bit more heading into tomorrow morning. We will be in those low 60s. Definitely don't need an umbrella though or a jacket as you head out the door for work, and through the afternoon we're warming up. So Hampton out the door tomorrow, 61 degrees. Pooler at 61 as well. Inland areas like Fidelia at 60, and Darien will be at 62. So it's definitely a little bit mild out there, mostly sunny skies as we head through the afternoon, and we are heading back towards the 80s for tomorrow. Hardyville will be at 81 degrees, Beaufort at 79, Savannah at 83, Statesboro a little bit cooler towards about 80, and then Jessup will be at 83 degrees as well. Plenty of sunshine for tomorrow afternoon. It'll feel great out there. Again, if you can do any outdoor activities, definitely get it in tomorrow and through the next few days. Now, the only issue for the next week will be the pollen count. As we have these warmer temperatures, we do have an early pollen season and with a little rain in the forecast. So if your seasonal allergies are acting up, unfortunately not seeing much relief as we head through about Thursday.